you want to take some of the steam out of your suffering, lift some of the fucking weight off of your mind? I'll tell you how. It's through awareness. You are not your fucking thoughts. Everything that you think is true is simply an electrical surge in your wrinkly pink meat computer. Actual you is a silent and still, ineffable lucidity. Those thoughts that are fucking you up are just temporary storms in the wakeful, empty sky of mind. Observe your thoughts, and thus you'll create an observer you and thoughts, those haunting, pesky fuckers that take you on a roller coaster ride of ups and downs, attractions and aversions, a temporary electrical event that's either anchored in the depressing past or peering anxiously into the future, neither of which ever have or ever will exist. All you get is right fucking now. So be aware of thoughts through observation. If you think you are your thoughts, you're fucked. Another thing to be aware of is your brain juice, the chemicals and hormones that are triggered by your dumbass thoughts. Next time you have a thought that fucks you up, instead of embellishing it into a narrative or getting lost in the story of it, just observe what it does. A thought generates more thoughts along a well-worn groove in the mind, and then triggers brain chemicals, good or bad, and those run through your meat tractor like oil in an engine. Your mood, your energy, it's all dependent upon what kind of brain juice is being squirted. Beware of the physiology instead of making it some fucking story about how fucked you are, or that you fucked up, or regrets, or impending doom, or a sense of victimhood, or blame, self-pity, whatever the fuck. It's a normal process that we all go through that's out of fucking control because we support it by identifying with it and exacerbate it instead of seeing it for exactly what it is. Electricity and chemicals, not a story of fuckness or anything else. You're going to feel it, but don't let it carry you away. It's not about vanquishing or explaining away or redefining. Just observe it as best you can. That'll give a little distance. Understand the mechanics of it until it subsides, and you'll begin the process of unwinding that fucking ball of string knotted up in your mind. It's about awareness, folks. Experiment with it. Think of something exciting that is upcoming, or make something up, or remember a time you were excited. And feel it in the body, that surge. That's a thought creating a chemical and hormonal response that we label I feel good or I feel shitty. You can hack your mind in order to get through the hard times. Just don't be reliant on future events. It's not the fucking point. The point is you can make your brain squirt good brain juice on purpose. The serotonin and dopamine faucet is turned on and off in part by thoughts and habits. And yes, I'm aware that some folks do all the right shit, but there's something off balance about their brain chemistry. If so, see a professional. Don't listen to some motherfucker on the internet, no matter how authoritative his mustache is. But at the same point, you can still work on your shit and not make it worse by doing dumb shit, and observe the process rather than just resigning yourself to an affliction, weaving a narrative around it, and fucking giving up. Brain juice is incredibly fucking important to happiness. It's worth figuring it the fuck out. Be aware of this. Everything is fucking temporary and will pass. You've got to remember that. But also become aware of the one thing that doesn't change. It's your raw awareness, and awareness without the of. It's the experience of existence that stays the same no matter your age, thought, or fucking mood. Take a step back from the processes of thought and body and become aware of awareness. That is your sanctuary, and you are fucking untouchable there. And guess what? You're already fucking there. If you want to biohack your ass, just Google it. There's tons of info about how to be healthy. Body and mind are a connected unit, but really it's common sense. It's simplicity. It's driving our meat machines the way they were designed to be driven. Get some fucking sleep. Move the fuck around. Sunlight, unfucked with food, skin-to-skin contact, or go pet a fucking dog or cat. Laugh, cry, cuss at the fucking sky. You are a meat machine designed to process sensory information for the sake of the cosmos, experiencing itself through the aperture of your mind. Think of the brain as a crystallization of an underlying, unknowable, lucid presence, a wakeful field. Think of it like a meat antenna and tune that shit. Consider that reality is awake, for fuck's sake. Start a fucking cult where you're the only member, and the Kool-Aid is serotonin and dopamine. Develop a healthy obsession with awareness. Turn that judging gaze inward. You don't even have to shave your fucking head or live on a commune. It's just about knowing yourself. If you want to drive your meat tractor off-road and leave the path of supposed expectations and natural inclinations, if your inner pull is not for conformity, but to look behind the curtain of reality no matter what's behind it, unbound by others' beliefs, to know thy fucking self beyond mental ideas and conceptions, the first step is figure your shit out. Simplify. Get your mind and your ass healthy. You don't want to break down off-road with the summit of your aspiration just coming into view. It's about relentless awareness. Become a master of your mind and actions, and then become a master of living so that someday you can help shake and wake somebody else's ass up. Reality is awake. Reality is you. But first step, learn your fucking brain chemistry. Toodaloo.